The time is finally here and it's time to get fucking hype. What's up everybody, it's Legend X Ronin and today I have another Mortal Kombat related video for you guys, and we now have the official announcement that we will be getting a reveal for Mortal Kombat 12 tomorrow, May 18th at 6 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. Eastern time. And this announcement is from the Mortal Kombat Twitter account and YouTube channel, and not to mention the one, the only Ed Boon himself, who says it is time. Well, almost, but this is the official moment that we've been waiting for. We're finally about to get that reveal for Mortal Kombat 12, and I'm very excited about this because I remember how hype I was for the previous reveals, especially for the last one, Mortal Kombat 11. So very excited about what all they're going to show. I know with the Mortal Kombat 11 reveal, we did get a teaser at the end of Chronica, which was going to be the main villain, so maybe you might get a teaser of who the villain's going to be. And then they also teased the pre-order, which was Shao Kahn, so we might even get a character reveal tomorrow aside from the characters who we will be seeing in the trailer. So all of this is very exciting news, and of course before we get into this, I do want to give my thoughts on a few things, starting with that teaser that we got about a week ago. So the Mortal Kombat official Twitter page actually put out a teaser that showed a clock, and on the clock it's ticking up towards 12, and before it gets to 12 it actually skips over, goes on to 1, and then it keeps going. Now a lot of people, including myself, believe that this is meaning that we're going to be getting essentially kind of like another reboot. But if you go back to Mortal Kombat 11, where they're talking constantly about a new era and creating a new era and whatnot, I think that this means that we're going to be getting like something completely new, as in like a refresh or a restart of Mortal Kombat. Not just like what we got previously with the previous timelines, but just a whole new story centered around some of the same characters that we're familiar with, but probably new characters as well, based on a different timeline, I guess you can say, still, of what happens in the events of Mortal Kombat. Like no longer getting the same Outrealm versus Earthrealm story with Shao Kahn and Raiden. I think this is going to be something completely new, a new era based on Liu Kang being the new god, and of course his champions and what he has to deal with now as the protector of Earthrealm. So very curious to see where they go with this. Now of course Shang Tsung's ending in the Mortal Kombat DLC story could always be the story they decide to go with, but more than likely it's going to be the Liu Kang story. And if they're going to be doing like a reset of the Mortal Kombat franchise with this quote-unquote new era, it could go one of two ways. Based on Liu Kang's ending, you know, he meets the great Kung Lao again in the past, and then basically tells him he wants him to be his champion. So they can either start way back when with the great Kung Lao story, which I think is possible, but the one that I'm leaning more towards is possibly starting after rewritten events of what happened in the previous timeline. Like maybe this time the great Kung Lao doesn't die to Goro, and Liu Kang is able to have more of an era of peace for Earthrealm, with the great Kung Lao reigning as champion for a longer duration than what happened in the previous timeline, and just the different effects that happens over the course of the timeline of Mortal Kombat, and just how things are different now. Like as I said before, there might not be like a huge conflict between Earthrealm and Outworld with Shao Kahn against Raiden, due to Liu Kang kind of preparing for the events to happen, and of course Raiden no longer being the protector of Earthrealm as well. So a lot of that might be thrown out and just enter a new era of peace for Earthrealm with a new threat that they're going to have to create. And for all we know, they could still keep elements from the previous timeline, like instead just make like Onaga a bigger threat this time around with the new era and whatnot. So I think that this is more so where they could go with this story for Mortal Kombat 12, to where they're just continuing things after rewritten events with the new era and Liu Kang now being the protector instead of Raiden, and just the decisions that he made as things continue to move up towards what will be essentially the new Mortal Kombat 1 for this era of Mortal Kombat. But that's just my early theories and thoughts on what we'll possibly be getting. Of course, we won't know until we actually get a reveal that shows something that I can actually speculate off of. My brother, though, did have a good theory as well himself, saying that maybe the hourglass might have shattered after the fight between Shang Tsung and Liu Kang, which is very plausible considering the first teaser we got with the last grain dropping and then with the clock and everything cracking. in the latest teaser that we got. So that's very much something that could happen and cause some kind of effect with the timelines, and of course things that are happening with the characters throughout the timeline after the shattering of the hourglass. So we could get any kind of crazy story. Honestly, the jump from Mortal Kombat X to Mortal Kombat 11 threw a lot of people, including myself, off. So I'm just very excited to just see where they're going to be going with this, and I'm thinking that we're going to get a good idea based on whatever teaser that we do get tomorrow. So it's time to get hyped, because we're finally about to start at the Mortal Kombat 12 hype days, and I'm very excited about this, and of course curious to see where the story is going to go and what we can expect from the characters. Because if they were to do something as far as a reboot and even start like with the Great Kung Lao, like I said before, then we're in uncharted territory. So I'm very, very curious to see what they've been cooking up for the last 5 years. But of course, what do y'all think about the new teaser that we got, and of course the reveal that we'll be getting tomorrow? Please be sure to let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, if y'all enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop it a like to help support the channel. And don't forget to check out my other videos and subscribe for more Mortal Kombat content. This is Legend X Ronin. Stay humble, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thing we see is that a grain of sand is like running out. Of course, we go back to Mortal Kombat 11, we see of course the hourglass in that game, and I think it's in a sense saying that, you know, time is out, time is running out, and they're probably ready to go ahead and reveal something that